What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Laughing Coyote. This is a different kind of video. In the news, I saw something. It's a bit of a controversy going on at the moment with Cricket England and Moeen Ali in particular, and we're going to try and break it down because there's a lot of fake news going around circulating. My boy Moeen Ali, a lot of people are blaming him for what happened, and it was the way ECB put it out there. You know, the way they put out the news. I mean, they made it sound like it was Moeen's fault for what happened, but it wasn't, as far as I know. So I looked into it a little, and basically it was just a, misunderstanding is all it was. And I'll tell you exactly what happened as far as what the internet thinks. And we all know the internet is always right and never incorrect. So according to the internet, this is what happened. Before going to India for the tour, India and England have the tour at the moment, each player was told how many games they're going to play, how many tests they're going to play, ODIs, all that. And, so they were given like a plan and a schedule that, okay, you're going to play these games at these venues, and then after that we're not going to pick you for any more matches. This was the case with not just Moeen Ali, but many different players. So each player was given a plan for how they will be utilized, which games they're going to play, so on and so forth. Now, due to the current situation, the lockdown, the COVID, the biosecure bubble and all that, there's a lot of restrictions on the players. But the ECB and pretty much every other cricket board have done, BCCI have done this, as well as PCB and pretty much every board, and they need to. They've given the players an option to leave at any point they want if they feel like it's too much, or if they feel like they're getting a bit depressed, because you are in a closed circle and you don't have much interaction with your family or pretty much anybody outside of your team. And while it is fun to stay with the boys, it can get a bit daunting after 2, 3, 4, however many months, because these guys have been playing tours after tours after tours after tours. So they've barely gotten any time with their family and friends other than their teammates. So Moeen Ali was told that it will be used in the second test, and after that he will no longer be used. So Moeen Ali made reservations and stuff, and in current situation, getting flights and bookings and stuff like that is very difficult. So he made all the arrangements for him to leave India and go back to his family and spend some time with the family before the IPL, because ECB told him, look, you're going to play the second test, and then you're not going to play anymore. So that's it. That's the end of the tour for you. So he made plans to go back to his family and spend some time with them, because he's then going to come back to India and play in the IPL. So before that happens, before he's in another biosecure bubble, he wanted to spend some time with the family. Makes sense, right? Well, we all saw what happened in the second test. Moeen Ali was brilliant. He batted well, he bowled well, and so the plans changed. ECB was like, all right, well, you weren't in our plans initially, but now since you played so well, we want you to stay. And Moeen Ali was like, wait, but hold on, my family's waiting for me, my flight is waiting for me, everybody's waiting for me, I've made reservations, you guys told me you weren't going to use me. And so he was like, I can't stay, right? It's a reasonable thing to say. And so that's what's going on. It's not really Moeen Ali's fault. It's not really ECB's fault either. I mean, they want to have good players that remain with them, right? Moeen Ali did really well. He all of a sudden became an option for them when he wasn't before. And some other players left too, by the way. And that's the reason why Moeen Ali, it wasn't just his performance, it was the fact that other players left as well. So initially it came out, it was just a miscommunication. The way it came out in the news, it was portrayed as Moeen Ali refusing to play for England, which he did, by the way. He did refuse, but ECB refused to play him first. So he made all the plans, and he said he would play if he was told in advance. But now that everyone is waiting for me and I've made all these arrangements, how do you expect me to just cancel everything, right? He has a good point, Moeen Ali. And the ECB apologized because they did make a mistake, and there's a bit of a backlash from some of the fans. Some fans saw the news and they understood it. Other fans are, well, basically dickheads, and they still are bashing Moeen Ali for leaving. So that's the story. My thoughts? Yeah, I think Moeen Ali's in the right. I think ECB, yeah, they have every right to ask him to stay, but at the same time, Moeen Ali have every right to refuse, especially in this sort of situation. If it was me personally, if I was asked in advance, yeah, sure, I would have said, yeah, I'll stay. But then again, I'm not in that situation, so I can't really speak on that. He is, so he would know better, and the decision he made, I'm sure sure he knows is the best for him. And that's all that matters in the end. It doesn't matter what I say or what you say. It all comes down to him. So ECB definitely didn't handle this well. And the fans, well, you know how the fans can be. It's a weird situation at the moment, but never really seen anything like this in cricket, where no one is at fault, not ECB or Moeen Ali. ECB is a little bit at fault, but Moeen Ali is definitely not at fault. And both of the sides are getting bashed. At first it was just Moeen, now they're bashing ECB as well for putting Moeen through, you know, what they put him through. But they apologize, like I said, so what more do you want from them? Anyways, that's that for that video. Do let me know what you think about that whole controversy that's going on at the moment. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a nice